kiss.
Embrace.
It's possible to go through an entire day and never touch your spouse.
You're busy. We get it.
In the middle of marriage, your days are full and your responsibilities are many.
It's easy to get out of the habit of touching your spouse.
So the middle of marriage is the best time to get back in touch. So, what are some ways to encourage touch?
Well, it's something simple like hugging.
Yeah, or rubbing your shoulders.
Yes. And you like it when I reach over when we're driving and I'll rub the back of his neck. He likes that.
It's amazing how we take for granted that suddenly there's no touch for a period of time. I mean, if I've gotten up early in the morning, I had to go away for the day. I come back late at night and she's already in bed and I don't even touch her because she's asleep and don't want to disturb her.
He's afraid of disturbing me. And we've had a discussion about this. And I said to him, if you're going to leave in the morning, just give me a kiss on the cheek, even if it wakes me up. It's okay.
Yeah, we've had dialogue because we've had those moments.
We live in 282 square feet. And there have been days that we've been in the same space the entire day and never touched.
Sadly.
How is that possible? Well, he's on his computer, I'm on my computer, we make lunch, you're busy and it's not as easy as it might seem to touch each other.
Touch is one of those things, it's actually part of the 5 love languages, and it's more than just physical intimacy, though that's important.
Sex is important, but where does it come from? It comes from those first touches where you feel connected to your spouse. We're holding hands here.
I feel when we are touching, like holding hands, we're connected and we're in sync. Even if we were to talk about a completely different subject, we'd be in sync to talk about that subject because we're touching.
Yeah. Don't kick your spouse under the table. That's not touching. But playing footsies under the table is okay. I think many women in particular spend a lot of time cuddling with their children, touching their children, embracing their children, and their spouse, their husband, can look at that and is not conscious but could feel deprived.
Neglected. And, even middle of marriage, it could be a grandchild.
It could be a grandchild.
I love holding my grandson.
He's the one that holds the grandboy all the time.
But it's important not to forget, it's about you and I.
That's right.
And that touch. Now, when you're in that moment of maybe you're angry with each other, you're in a fight, and it's like, don't touch me.
I'm like that.
That's not the time necessarily to address the issue.
No. Wait. Okay, you're not going to be angry at each other 24 hours, 7 days a week. So choose a time when you're not upset with each other and address the fact that you would like to hug each other more or hold hands or whatever.
You're really bringing up to recognize at a good time that we need to touch more. And how do we do that? What are the cues? What's acceptable?
So I have a little game that I will suggest to you. Take 10 coins, dimes, pennies, whatever, and put them in one pocket on one side. And throughout the day, every time you touch your spouse, take one coin and put it to the other pocket. And at the end of the day, make sure that all the coins are in the opposite pocket. And then you've at least touched your spouse 10 times a day.
I think that's a good way of saying touch, put some money in the bank.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So invest in touching.
Yes.
It can pay off in lots of wonderful ways.